everyone, and welcome to my channel, Blue Wave Yoga. This is a 20-minute heart and hip opening Vinyasa flow. Okay, so we're going to start in a comfortable seated position with your hands resting on your knees or on your thighs. And you're going to start just taking some circles with your head here, opening up your neck, taking your chin all the way down to your chest, and then rolling your head all the way back, starting in one direction, and then switch to the other direction, making this as slow and as controlled as possible. And then come back to your seated position in the center. You're going to extend your spine and then inhale, take your arms up over your head, link your fingers behind the back of your head. And we're going to open up the chest by inhaling, opening the elbows, looking up to the sky. And then on your exhale, you're going to bring your elbows together, bring your head down towards your chest. And keep going like this, moving with your breath, inhaling to open the elbows, exhaling to close, opening and closing up your heart center. And then when you're ready, come back to center, lift both arms up towards the sky, reaching with your fingertips. And then you're going to bend your left elbow and hold on to it with your right hand, stretching your tricep on the left side here. Inhale, take the arms straight, and then exhale, take that to the other side. And release, come back to your seated position. And now we're going to take a twist. So take your arms up to the sky and then take your right hand onto your left knee. Inhale to straighten your spine, and on your exhale, you're going to push that hand into the knee and twist further towards the back of your mat, using your left hand behind you for stability and for balance. On your next inhale, take both hands up over your head and stretch. And on your exhale, you're going to take your left hand onto your right knee and do that same twist but on the other side, using your right hand behind you for support. And then inhale to release your hands. And then place both of your palms behind your body. And on your exhale, you're going to push your hips all the way up, leaning onto your knees and your palms here, opening up the chest and dropping your head behind you to open your neck. And then release, bring your hips back down to the ground. And then come forward into your all fours position. And just take a moment to check your alignment here. You want your wrists to be exactly below your shoulder and your knee directly below your hips. And then we're going to take our cat-cow. So on your inhale, arch your spine, look up, coming into your cow. And exhale, round your spine, bring your head in, look towards your navel. And keep moving with your breath here, dropping your belly on your inhale and rounding it on your exhale, pushing the ground away through your palms, through your knees, and also through your feet. And just continue to move with your breath through this movement of arching and rounding your spine. On your next inhale, when you come into your cat pose, we're just going to hold here for one more breath. And then exhale, you're slowly going to take your hips all the way down to touch your heels. Take your arms out in front of you, walk your fingertips out, coming into your child's pose. Drop your head down to the mat and relax. You can sway side to side here just to loosen up your hips a little bit. And then you can let your hands meet behind your back, linking them together and lifting them up towards the sky to really open up your whole shoulders and upper body. On your inhale, you're going to lift all the way up with your upper body, take your head back and try and get your hands to touch the back of your mat. And then exhale, you're going to come back forwards, let your head touch the front of the mat, arms up to the sky, and then open the chest the other way and keep with this movement. On your next inhale, you're going to lift all the way up, coming onto your knees, taking your hands down as far as you can, opening your chest, looking up to the sky. Exhale, release your hands and then bring them back to the front of your mat, coming into your all fours. Tuck your back toes and slowly lift your knees up, coming into your first downward dog. You can start to pedal out your feet here to loosen up your hamstrings a little bit. Maybe moving from side to side to work on the hips too. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And then come straight with both of your legs here. Come onto your tiptoes, bend your knees, and try and push your stomach onto the top of your thighs here to try and align your hips so they're completely up towards the sky. Then come back to center. You're going to lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way through between your hands. Drop your left knee. Inhale, take your arms up over your head into your first low lunge. On your exhale, take your hands back to the front of your mat. Lift that back knee and then step your left foot back towards your right foot, coming into your forward fold. Inhale to straighten your spine, look forwards. Exhale, come back down into that fold. And on your next inhale, lift all the way back up to standing, taking your hands over your head. And then exhale, hands in prayer at heart center. Inhale, take your arms back over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straighten your spine, look forwards, halfway lift. Exhale, now step your right foot back, drop the right knee. Find your balance, and on your inhale, take your arms up over your head, coming into your low lunge on the other side. Drop your hips down towards the mat, let gravity pull you. Exhale, drop your hands back to the front of your mat. This time step back into your high plank, and then come down into your chaturanga. Inhale up to cobra or upward dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way through between your hands. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up, this time coming into your high lunge with your back knee lifted. Exhale, turn your back foot 90 degrees, coming into your warrior two with your arms parallel. Reach forward and then lift up with that front palm, reaching into your reverse warrior. Exhale, bring that hand all the way down to the ground, reaching your left hand up over your head, coming into your side angle lunge. Option to do a bind here over the front leg. Hold for just one more breath, and then you're going to take that palm back to the ground if you were in a bind. Lift the left hand up and slowly rotate back into your warrior two. Extend the front leg and then lean forward again, this time coming into your triangle or trikonasana pose. You want to make sure your arms are as straight as possible in one long line. Inhale to lift back up and then turn towards the front of your mat, back into your high lunge. Sink those hips down and then drop your hands to the front of your mat. Step back into plank and then take your vinyasa. Inhaling up to upward dog and exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Take one breath here, and then you're going to do the same on the other side. So lift the left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it through to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up into your high lunge. Exhale, rotate to the side, coming into your warrior two. Lean forward and lift up back into that reverse warrior, stretching the side of your body. Exhale, bring that left hand down to the ground on the inside of your foot. Reach that right hand up over your ear. Again, there's the option to take a bind here, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Hold for one more breath. And then release those hands, one down to the ground, one going up. Push back up into your reverse warrior. Extend the front leg, lean forward and come back into your triangle pose on the other side. Hold here, reaching those top fingertips up to the sky. And then inhale, come back to your high lunge, rotating towards the front. Exhale, drop your hands to the ground, step back into your plank. Take your vinyasa, inhaling to upward dog and exhaling to downward dog. And then look towards the front of your mat and you can step or hop in between your hands. Inhale, lift your back, coming into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold, and then inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Reach your arms up and then exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. On your next inhale, take those hands back up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, coming into your chair pose, trying to keep your knees over your toes and your arms straight. And then take your hands back to heart center, and this time you're going to twist towards your right, hooking your left elbow onto the outside of your right knee. When you find your balance, you can lift your left leg up, Take it behind you, coming into your twisted lunge towards the right side. You can keep with your hands in prayer, or you can extend both arms straight. Inhale, lift your arms up so you're parallel, twisted towards the right. Exhale, come all the way up and switch over to the other side, coming into your warrior two. Inhale, lift those arms up, face the front of your mat into your warrior one. Exhale, reach all the way forwards with your upper body and your arms, and gently lift your left leg off the mat, coming into your warrior three. Holding strong with your core here. And then exhale, drop both hands down to the front of your mat as close to your foot as you can, and lift that left leg straight up to the sky. From your standing split, you can find the balance on your right hand and your right leg. Lift your left hand up to the sky and straighten that leg that's raised, coming into your half moon. And there's the option here to grab onto your foot with your hand, coming into your sugarcane pose. You can look down towards the ground for more balance here, trying to open out the hip. Exhale, release that foot back to your half moon. Take both hands back down to the front of your mat, and then exhale, bring your foot back down, coming into your forward fold. Inhale to raise into your halfway lift, exhale to fold completely, and inhale, take your hands all the way back up. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Now we'll take the other side. Inhale, take your arms all the way up, bend your knees, coming into your chair pose. Exhale, take your hands into prayer. This time, switch towards the left side, hooking your right elbow onto your left knee and looking towards the back of your mat. Put your weight onto your left leg and slowly take your right leg back, coming into your twisted lunge towards the left side, pushing into that knee with your right elbow. Option to extend your arms out here, one to the ground and one up to the sky. Inhale, lift those arms, coming into your parallel, twist towards the left. Exhale, lift your arms up, twist towards the other side into warrior two. Inhale, lift those arms up, back into your warrior one. Reach your arms forwards and lift up with that right leg, coming into your warrior three, holding strong with your core and engaging your glutes. Find your balance here, and then take both hands down to the front of the mat near your left leg this time. Lift that right leg as far as you can up towards the sky, into your standing split. And just as we did on the other side, we're going to find our balance with our left hand and left foot. Lift the right leg and the right hand up towards the sky into your half moon. Option to grab onto that right leg with your right hand, coming into your sugarcane pose. Open up the front of that hip. Look down towards the ground for more balance. Exhale, release that foot. And then take both hands back down to the front of your mat, standing split. And then bring that right leg back towards the left leg, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way back up to standing. Take your arms up over your head, and then bring your hands back to prayer at heart center. Inhale, lift those hands back up to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your spine. Exhale, fold down and step or jump back into your chaturanga, upward facing dog, and push those hips back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Bring it all the way over your body, turning into your wild thing. Keeping your left leg straight and your right leg bent. Inhale, kick that leg back up into your three-legged dog. Then exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest and then take it all the way through, coming into your fallen triangle, lifting that left hand up, opening the front of your body here. Exhale, take both hands to the ground, lift that right leg back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee through, plant your foot at the front of your mat, and then lift your right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, come up with both of your hands, taking your right hand onto the back of your left thigh, lifting the left hand up. Exhale, windmill those hands back down to the mat, step back into your downward dog, and then we'll take it on the other side. So on your inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky, bend the knee and lift up into your wild thing on the other side, opening up the heart here. Bring that hand back down towards the mat. Come into your three-legged dog with your left leg lifted. Exhale, bend that knee, bring it all the way across your body into your fallen triangle, lifting the right hand up and over your head towards the front of the mat. Take your hand back towards the mat, come back into three-legged dog, and this time step all the way through, lifting that left hand up towards the sky, taking a twist towards the left now. Inhale, lift those hands up, your left hand onto the back of your right leg, right hand reaching up towards the sky. Windmill your hands back towards the mat, step back into plank and take your chaturanga. This time slowly lowering your body all the way down to the mat so you're lying on your belly. Bend both of your knees and reach behind you, grabbing your hands onto the outside of your ankles. Just stretch your quads for a second, and on your exhale you can push into your hands with your feet, coming into your bow pose. Trying to push your feet as high as you can and lift your chest off the mat. Exhale, release back down to the mat. Now take your hands underneath your shoulders and push your upper body up. Reach your hands forward. Lift your hips up towards the sky and drop your chest and your chin down to the ground, coming into your puppy pose. Stretching out the whole of your shoulders here and your upper body. Inhale, bring your upper body forwards, drop your hips, come onto your forearms into your Sphinx pose. Pushing the ground away with the backs of your feet and also your forearms and your palms. Looking up towards the sky, stretching your lower back here. Exhale, release back down towards the mat. Push yourself up, push your hips back towards your heels. Lift up with your arms coming into a kneeling position. Exhale, take your right hand onto your right heel. Lift your left hand up and behind you, coming into your half camel pose. Engaging your glutes here to protect your lower back. Inhale, lift both hands back up, this time taking the left hand onto your left heel, reaching with that right hand up and over, dropping your head back, gazing up towards the sky. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop back with your hips and come into your child's pose. And just relax, take a couple of breaths here and really feel your body. On your next inhale, come up and switch onto your back. Sit on your sit bones and bend both knees out in front of you with your feet on the ground. Slowly lean back, holding onto the inside of your knees until you can feel your abs are really engaged. Try to straighten your legs and then release your hands, taking them straight out in front of you, looking and reaching towards your feet. And then slowly you're going to lower your legs and your upper body at the same time down towards your mat. Inhale, take your arms up over your head, give yourself a stretch. And then bend both of your knees and take your right heel onto the front of your left knee. And then reach forward and hold the inside of your left knee, having both knees bent at 90 degrees, stretching the outside of your right glute and your right hip here. Coming into your reclined pigeon pose. And then on your exhale, you can drop both of your knees down towards the right side, extend both of your arms so they're parallel, and turn your head towards your left shoulder, giving a stretch to your whole body here. Slowly starting to cool down your muscles and your body from our practice. Inhale, come back to center, and then we'll just take it on the other side. So take your left heel onto the front of your right knee. Reach forward and lift your right knee, holding onto the inside of your leg, both knees at a 90-degree angle, and just pull that right knee in towards you, stretching the outside of your left thigh, your left glute. And then just the same as we did before, we're going to drop both of those knees towards the left side, keeping that heel on top of the right knee. Extend your arms out and turn your head towards the right side now. Start to come back to your breathing, taking deep inhales and deep exhales. Inhale, come back to center, hug both of your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side, feel a little massage for your spine here and for your lower back. And then lastly, we're going to bend both of our knees out towards the side. Hold on to the outside of both feet, coming into your happy baby. taking a sway side to side or just enjoying the stillness. If you feel comfortable here, you can try to extend both of your legs, trying to get your knee as straight as possible, again taking that sway from side to side to really open into the hip joints. And then release, bring the soles of your feet together and take your knees out wide, coming into your reclined butterfly. You can take one hand onto your stomach and one hand onto your chest. And we're going to end our practice here just with some deep breathing. Inhaling through the nose and feeling your chest and your stomach expand. And then exhaling out through your mouth, feeling the air leave your body. You can pause the video here and stay in this position for as long as you feel comfortable. Or you can end it with me now, coming back to a seated position with your hands at prayer at heart center. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.